Hi.
Welcome, Starbucks. What can I get started for you today?
Hi, can I get a doppio espresso shot on ice in a grande cup, please?
278, our next window, please.
Thank you. There's literally a spider crawling across my windshield. Come here. Oh no, it fell. Oh, it's on my hand. Oh, I have to drive forward. 1 second. Just driving through the Starbucks drive-thru with a spider on my hand. Classic Braylude vlog. Oh, he's kind of cute, actually. Woo! It's gone. Oh, it's on my hand. Wait. There we go. Nice. I'll throw him out the window.
Hi there.
Hi.
On the app?
Yeah.
Oh, do you need a straw?
No, it's okay.
Okay, have a great day.
You too, thank you. So as you can tell by the title of this video, we're doing a classic Braylude style vlog today. It's been a while, honestly. So the first step, of course, we got our Starbucks. Let's give it a taste. You hear those sound effects? Yeah, you haven't heard those in a while because it's classic today. I mean, mostly classic. Some things have changed since the old classic Braylude vlogs, such as my Starbucks order. We're not drinking cold brew today. We are drinking doppio espresso on ice. This is my new go-to. I honestly don't even remember when the last time I vlogged like this was. So I'm not sure if you guys already know that or not, but anyways, that's my drink of choice at the moment. I was going to do a review of the new Tim Hortons cold brew today. And then I was thinking about it this morning and I'm like, I know for a fact I'm not gonna like it. Like, I just know. You know what I mean? Like, Tim Hortons always tries to copy Starbucks. Like, they have an iced caramel macchiato now, not as good. They just, everything they do is not as good. So I'm like, I'm not even gonna waste my time going because I know if I go, I'm not gonna like it and then I'm gonna have to go to Starbucks anyways. So my indirect review of the Tim Hortons cold brew is that, well, it's not even worth my time to try. So yeah, it doesn't sit too high on the Braylude cold brew list. The Braylude cold brew list? Is that what yeah, sure. Anyways, as you could probably tell, well, first of all, the content has been really irregular. My uploads have not been on a good schedule recently. And the reason for that is I honestly feel like I'm just getting burnt out of the content that I'm creating. Which, of course, I've been focusing on fashion a lot recently, and you know, I love fashion. Like, I love it. But making the videos sometimes is just so draining. But it's just a lot of work that you don't see behind the scenes. Let me walk you through a typical Braylude fashion video. So it starts off with, you know, we get an idea. We get a nice little idea in our mind. That idea might be a really well-formed idea to begin with, but more often it's like one small portion of an idea, and somehow you need to then extrapolate that idea into a full video, which is not easy. Like, sometimes it comes easy, but you know, you need to think about what's going to happen in the video, what you're going to say, what you're going to do. There's a lot that goes on. So once you have kind of a general plan, then if it's something you have to order it. So you have to spend your money, you have to wait until it comes, you have to try and plan out the rest of your schedule to fit in with when your package is going to be delivered and when you can record that video. And then when it finally gets here, for me, I don't have like a permanent studio. It's just I record in my bedroom, so I need to then get everything set up to make it look like presentable. I have to record, which takes, honestly, setting up and recording can take 2 to 3 hours out of my day, which I know isn't a lot in the scheme of things, but well, I get pretty busy sometimes, so sometimes it's hard to squeeze that in, you know? So now at this point, we have the video recorded, everything is good, we got our pictures for our thumbnail. Sometimes I have to drive to a different location to get my B-roll shots, which honestly, most of the times I do end up having to, just because my room isn't that big. So to get a wide angle, full body shot, there's not actually enough room in my bedroom to do that. So I have to go somewhere else, which usually I end up going to school, which, 30-minute drive each way. On top of that, recording the B-roll, because it's like, well, the most aesthetically pleasing part of my videos usually, and it's very well planned out. So usually the recording and the planning and everything takes, once again, another 2 to 3 hours. So we're already at, typically by this point, honestly close to 10 hours into the making of a video. So now that everything's recorded and everything, we have to edit. And if you've ever edited video before, you know it's not a straightforward task. It's not easy. Well, it's not that it's not easy, it's just very, very time consuming. Like, depending on the video, some videos honestly take me upwards of 15-20 hours to edit. But that is also just because of my personality type and I want everything to be perfect. So if I didn't want that, it would obviously take less time. But overall, a fashion type video takes, I would honestly say, a minimum of 20 hours to produce. You know, that's a lot of time out of the week, especially if you're a full-time student working, you know, cheerleading, even though cheer hasn't really been happening. But yeah, it's a lot of time out of your week. And I feel like I just needed to get that out there because I'm quite honestly just struggling to put out that content right now. I do love it, and I do always end up loving the final product and the video I put out. It's just during the process, it's not as enjoyable as it should be. Especially considering that this is not a job for me. This is solely a hobby, just something I enjoy doing. And I know that my fashion content does the best on my channel, which is why I made the decision to try and put out more of that, but I'm just starting to realize that it's not really worth it. Which is why we're doing a vlog like this today. So well, first of all, so I can give you an update, but also so I can get out content. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of make that known that going forward, the fashion videos are honestly going to be on the back burner for a little bit. That's not to say that I won't ever make fashion videos. It's just they're not my priority right now. So you can expect more vlog style content in the future. Also, I hope this window is not too loud. Sorry, I just thought of something, another little side note to the fashion content. Yes, it takes a lot of time to produce, but it also takes a lot of money, as you can tell. But to stay somewhat relevant in fashion YouTube, you do need to splurge a little bit, which I'm usually okay with, but I feel like I need to start saving a bit more. Also, I have a new video series coming out on this channel right here, so subscribe so you can stay tuned to that, where we're gonna be making some changes to the car. Just some little changes. And I think it's gonna be really exciting. I'm gonna show you the whole process of what's going on with the car and obviously the final product. So I think it's gonna be really cool. It's content that I've never really done. I've never really done car videos. So I feel like it's gonna be a fun new project to work on. I guess I should tell you where I'm going right now. You know, we're driving and I haven't even told you where we're going. Most of you will probably be able to guess and know that today we are headed to school. We are going to study. It is currently a Saturday. Not a ridiculous hour though, I will say, 10:22. I slept in this morning. I'm feeling fresh and fantastic. But yes, we are going to school to study. I absolutely hate when people cannot drive the speed limit. It doesn't make sense to me. It's such an easy thing that you have to do. Anyways, we are going to school today to study. So we're gonna stay in a positive mindset. We're not gonna get road rage, calm and collected.
Hella shameless, necklace on me decorated. All this got me feeling jaded. Hold up, I'll be waiting. Bad thing on my radar. Told me that I'm in a playlist. Flower bomb, she a lotus. I be thinking that I'm famous. I remember when I prayed for this. No sleep, cause I'm anxious. All this shit for entertainment. Crazy thinking that it's day one. All this business for the taking. Yeah, hold it down for the nameless. Yeah, oh yeah. I've been on a grind, yeah. Like I'm really on the rails. Like my life is on the line, yeah.
What you saying, Bolt? Get it? What you saying, Bolt? You saying? Never mind. If you didn't get it the first time, it was not a good joke. I have too many things to carry. Look at these. Also, I had a story time to tell you about last weekend when I was trying to go and study, which I should have vlogged. I literally woke up that morning, I was like, I wonder if I should vlog today. Oh my god, I can't even like get my face in here. What's going on? I feel like my face is not always this big in the screen. Anyways, wait, what? Is that better? No? Okay. I guess this is how I always look. Awkward. Wow, I'm not prepared for this. I need to put a mask on now. So last weekend I went to my school to study. I always park in the exact same parkade every time I go. So I roll up to the parkade won't let me in. Like the doors just would not open. So I was like, okay, this is weird, but I'll just go to the other parkade I always park in. Drive over there, the door's open. So I'm like, okay. Like I didn't think anything of it. And then, so I parked in that parkade, but the parkade or the building that parkade is attached to is not usually the building I study in. So I'm like, okay, I'll just walk across the pedway and go to the building I normally study in. Well, the pedway was locked. That should have, it should have like made me think a little bit, right? You'd think. Also, my arms are so tired, I forgot how much this camera weighs. Let's take a seat before we go into study so I can finish my story. The pedway is locked, so I'm like, okay. But I mean, sometimes the pedway is locked for no apparent reason, so I still didn't really think anything of it. I was kind of like, it's kind of weird that there's no one in this building, like, or in the entire school. It was 8:30 a.m. on a Saturday, so I was like, and during spring semester, so I'm like, okay, maybe people just aren't here. So then I walked outside, tried to get into the building that I always study in, and there's a big sign on it that says building closed. Also, I should just put on my sunglasses instead of squinting. I'm like, okay, maybe just this building is closed, because I know in Alberta where I live right now, we're not, like, post-secondary is not allowed to be in person, so my school has been kind of shutting down some buildings and only leaving some open for people to study in. So I was like, okay, maybe this building just didn't make the cut, which is unfortunate because it's the building I always study in, but I'm like, whatever. So then I went back to the other building that I just came from, and that building also said building closed. And I was like, what? But how did I get in? Well, you know what I mean? But like I entered through the parkade, so I think that was what really screwed me up, because all the doors said building closed. And then I'm like, okay, well, I really hope I can get to my car, because my car was in the parkade, but luckily the parkade has a door that you can enter, and that door was not locked. So I went in to the parkade again. But so the building I came from has like two little buildings, kind of. It's kind of hard to explain, but the one little building is what said building closed, and I'm like, okay, maybe the main building is open. So I went into the parkade, and I went back into the school the way I did the first time, and I just sat at a table. And I'm sitting there for like a couple minutes trying to study, and I'm like, I just really get the vibe that I'm not supposed to be here right now. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but that's what I was feeling. But I was like, no, you know what? I like read over the email again that the university sent out, and this building that I was in was supposed to be open for regular business hours. And when I looked online, business hours for Saturday were 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. So I'm like, okay, we're good. And then I was like, why are none of the lights on in this building? I know, like, we're trying to save energy and stuff, but I'm like, it is so dark in here. Like, the sun was out, so it wasn't pitch black, but I'm like, it's just dark. And then, so I was like sitting there studying for a little bit, and then some cleaning staff kind of walked by me, and they were all looking at me really, really weird. So I'm like, okay, now I really feel like I'm not supposed to be here. So then I read over the email again, and where it says buildings are open for regular business hours, it's like a little hyperlink. So I click business hours. Well, the business hours are 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. So I broke into my school, not on purpose, but, and also didn't really break in, because I mean, I just drove into the parkade and I was vibing in there. But I just thought that was the most Braylude thing that you could do. You know, you're not supposed to be in this school because the school is closed, and I'm just sitting there studying. Yeah, so that was today's story time. I thought it was pretty funny. I am now at a different school that is actually open for students to study at, because they realize, well, sometimes university students want to go somewhere to study. Not throwing shade on my university or anything, but hey, I mean, if the shoe fits. Done studying for the day, which means we can finally take off the mask. Feels so nice and breathe the fresh air. And it's actually so warm out today, not like most of my vlogs where it's freezing and I don't want to go outside. Today it's actually nice out. 23 degrees Celsius right now. Wow. Wow. We had a pretty good study session today. It wasn't really even a study session though. Like it is and it isn't, but all I've been doing for the past 5 hours was reading research papers. That's it for my genetics class, because you have to prepare an experiment. We can talk about it a little bit, get a little scientific here for you. We're doing an experiment on Drosophila, which are fruit flies, and we're testing the effects of alcohol on their behavior. But and you might be thinking it's kind of weird that you're doing that, because like it's a fruit fly, but a lot of the metabolic pathways that fruit flies deal with alcohols are the same as the way that humans do, just due to like conservation of the metabolic pathways through evolution. So it's actually really interesting. But of course, when you're conducting research, you need to have background research to kind of base your research on. And that is why I spent the entire day today just reading research papers. Also, I just found a book. Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. Just like on the ground in the parkade. Just gonna leave that there and wash my hands thoroughly when I get home, because I touched it. I don't know why I did that, but I really was curious as to what it was, and now I lost my train of thought. Reading scientific papers like that takes a lot out of you, and I just need to go home and relax. I was planning on taking a break like halfway through my study session to eat a little bit, and then to continue and like give you a nice little vlog update. But then I got carried away. I did take a little break to go for a walk around and eat a snack, because that's very important when you're studying, you know, to just even get up and go for a little walk, get some food in you, because we can drop some more scientific facts on you. Although the mass of your brain is only approximately 1 to 2 kilograms, your brain actually utilizes about 20 to 25% of your overall energy, which is kind of crazy if you really think about it. How something that weighs relatively so little compared to your entire body mass, it uses so much of your overall energy. So that's why it's so important to eat before you study. Anyways, I just really went on a tangent, but I just wanted to drop some knowledge on you. So I did eat a snack, but I was like, at that point it was like 2. Now it's 4, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna eat my snack, and then I'm just gonna push out like these next 2 hours of studying just to get it done, so that I can just edit this video and just relax a bit. So that's what we did. Also, as I was studying, I was notified that I made the Dean's List this year. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know if the Dean's List is the same for all schools, but for my school, the Dean's List is your academic GPA, which is your GPA for the academic year, needs to be above a 3.7. So, and I think you can't have a class with a GPA under 3.3. I'm pretty sure, don't quote me on that. But yeah, we made the Dean's List, so that is very exciting. You know, all the hard work is paying off. I mean, we still have a very, very long journey ahead of us, but I mean, I hope you're all gonna stick with me and join me on that journey, because it is gonna be a lot of work, but you know what? The work is going to be worth it, so it's a vibe. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Of course, if you're new around here and you do want to follow me on that journey, or if you just want more content like this, you know, subscribe, like the video if you want to. I really like it when you like the video, and it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. Even though the YouTube algorithm is not that nice to me, you liking the video still does help out a lot. So yeah, I'm gonna head home, decompress a little bit, you know, take a nice relaxing evening, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully the next one won't be as far away as the time between the last video and this video, but I think I finally realized that as much as I love fashion YouTube is just not what I want to be doing right now. It's just so time consuming, and it's just so mentally draining on me right now. So yeah, vlogs it is. And like, I want to do challenge videos too, you know. Challenge videos are so fun. Like, I have one. Oh, my car is really wobbly. That's gonna change soon. What? I had a really fun challenge idea to do, like stay tuned right here to see that. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Have a good day and study hard. All right, peace.